Welcome back, folks, to Tales of Equestria. I'm your host and DM, Lord Lucan. We're going to go ahead and get started, since we're already a little bit late. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Hunk Papa.
Hello, I am Hunk Papa, also known as Jesse Zero. I'm an author and game master, and tonight I'll be playing Butterscotch.
Your mic is very off.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're distant, like you're talking to
Talking through a fan.
yeah,
Testing 1, 2.
that didn't help any. You
It's
might want to
slightly
check
better.
your headset. You might want to see if that's going instead of your webcam.
Don't
Golden,
think
tell us
you're
about
gonna
yourself,
pick up
Golden.
that. Hello, everyone. It is I, Prince Golden Glow, here to play Silver Flare. I really don't do much. I do YouTube, but not really. I have a Smule account. I sang. Hurt my chest singing this morning, but we'll just.
Yeah,
Move
tell
on.
us what you were singing. You were singing something with some chops on it.
Yeah. I was doing a male cover in this voice while choking up the voice
What was
for
the title of the
five
song? Yeah.
half an hour doing Lullaby for a Princess.
If anybody knows that, go watch that. That takes some intensity. Yep.
Yeah, it was very hard to sing in a deep voice.
Hattori, welcome back,
Yes.
buddy. You disappeared
Thank you.
on us. Now you're back. Damn
Trying my
life and
tea.
jobs.
He's alive.
Welcome back.
What happened last game? Did somebody get married?
Some crap.
That's a
Some
good
crap
question,
happened.
guys. What happened last time? What happened previously on Tales of Equestria?
You fell asleep and have been
Well-
asleep for the past 4 days.
Well,
Yeah.
getting my ass kicked by
Yeah.
blueberries kind of does that to me.
It was candy corn.
Fair.
Blueberries will be next. Blueberries will be next.
Fair.
I don't have that set up,
So
but it's a great
so
idea.
what's gonna happen?
There's
no.
a theme
Um,
happening. If
but-
anybody notices.
The alliance
Food-
of candy corn.
Food eat you. On Misty Island, food eat
We
you.
should have taken some of those, and Butters could have cooked something delicious with them.
Wasn't Butters,
Animals.
Bow Chicken Wow Wow with his new girlfriend?
What?
He
Oh.
was working on stuff.
Oh, right, Silver Firefly.
No, he wasn't. They're not that.
No. We're not that kind of show.
No.
I'm not the taco. But no, we got a lot of progress done because I rolled a lot of crits on my navigation.
Yeah.
We got a lot of movement. We got a lot closer to the hills. Then we encountered Fire Kit crying because you know how he kicked the arse of Firefox earlier? Fire didn't like that. He was gonna kinda Firefox. So Fire Kit had us save him,
Is that all that happened?
and we did.
Aw.
And I burned 3 tokens because my charm is crap, and I'm the only person who talks in this group.
Wait, what am I?
You were asleep.
Here
For the last 4
2
days.
games.
You are definitely
Damn.
well rested.
And Butters was unconscious, so trying to say that
Yeah,
you were the
Butters was
only one who could have
kinda
done it is not quite accurate. Butters gets his
Well,
point
even-
across
even
another way.
awake, Butters doesn't talk. And it was kind of a heat of the moment thing. It's just like it's not like I could just
There's
Let
other
me
events
see
that
if I can-
happened, but if that's what you guys are willing to share, we can continue.
I don't really remember what else we did.
Okay, that's fine.
We befriended Fire Kit, so whenever we need a quick fast travel,
We ran into
three
the
of us-
Shadow Pony. That's what he's trying to get
right.
at.
Shadow Pony. And I have no clue who they are.
I
And
mean,
it's
you know,
annoying.
a friendly friendly player might come across something and not understand exactly what's going on. So
Yeah, I know, like the whole butter finasco.
Yeah.
just helpful hints and tips and be like, hey, what's this all about? Oh, okay. You want some
So-
butter?
Fiasco
If
was
we run
so
into
good.
a shadow pony, don't attack and don't make any hostile actions.
Because
And
you
don't
guys,
yell out at what is your name.
because you guys already did all that.
Damn. You guys beat me to the punch, as it were.
I didn't even yell at him. I just wanted to know what his name was, and I was
You forcefully
asking his
demanded
name.
from a powerful shadow being for it to speak, assuming it could, and then offered it an item
Yep. And
that
then
it
took
wanted, and then immediately took it away and said, "Never mind," and we tried to leave.
Yep. And then try to escape. Who knows what will happen of that? Who knows?
I'm a heavy
Note to
sleeper.
self-
Yeah.
Note to self: I have to burn all of my friendship tokens on charm.
So
My
it is
charm
episode 16.
Garbage.
The gates of the tokens of darkness have opened up.
Speaking of, everyone should add 4 tokens to their pool.
That is very true, except for
what
me.
the heck is
I don't
this?
get the 4 tokens, unfortunately.
What is this?
What is what?
Pastel Giganta?
Don't worry about that. You're gonna find out what that is later.
Stuff's happening.
I'm very confused.
Stuff's happening. So we get this scene, right, of you guys, right, having successfully Silverfire jumping through the fiery portal, right, with Butters. Well, he's not unconscious anymore. He's awake. So you guys are jumping through the portal, right?
Yeah.
And you guys return to what appears to be the burning forest. You are greeted by Rad, the dragon, who's currently waking up from his beauty sleep from behind the wagon. You guys may interact with each other.
Oh,
it is
finally
clearly a
awake.
forest. At about
I think-
midday.
I take the cucumbers off my eyes. What's up, my brothers? The
Oh
the
my
candy
God.
guards gave me quite a exhausted pounding. What time is it, man?
What time is it?
Rad, you get 4 points of stamina back since you guys have been traveling for 4 days.
Butters shakes his head at this and goes over to Penelope and asks in Breezy for some healing.
Yes.
Oh,
Damn.
never hated that.
A lot of things have happened.
Yes, tell me how you
Yeah, he's
learned
breezy.
the dialect of the Breezies, Butters. Tell me how you've learned it.
He was paying attention while Silver Firefly has been talking his ear off for the past almost week. So he's figured out a few words here and there.
Silver
That
Firefly
name's
said,
not gonna get That name's not gonna get confusing anytime soon.
just call her Firefly. You'll be fine. Which is an even better,
Probably
right?
not.
Firefly, what? Which one are we talking about? Yeah.
Unfortunate
Silver
name.
Firefly.
Most
Yep.
unfortunate naming fiasco.
Totally random. Totally random. I did not choose that. That was a pony breezy generator. Totally. I did not make it that way.
Take the first pick.
So, in Breezy, she returns. She says, "Oh my goodness gracious, Butters, you can speak my language?" And she like claps, right, joyously, in this little tiny hoof-like. She says, "You can speak? Oh my gosh, what happened to you?" Butters looks like crap, by the way. He has had, he's covered in meaty particles.
Yeah.
And several bruises.
Covered in blood.
Yep. No blood. Several particles.
Come on, that was so raw meat. Little raw meat.
Butters
Actually, no, we were in a mountain of
just
fires. It's
sighs
okay,
and
Grease.
nods his head.
I think Firefly like comes up to you and like picks off like a piece of meat off of your nose. She says, "Oh my goodness gracious, What happened?
You smell like bacon.
Butters frowns and sits down. He points to the fire.
There is a little grove that's currently simmering down because there's no fire source for it, right? With the absence of fire kit's emotional outburst, the fire is slowly dying due to the mist that is currently gathered around you guys. She says, "Well, it's great. It's wonderful that you're back. Rad's been sitting up. He's finally awake."
Butters frowns and nods his head at this. He slowly starts picking chunks of meat out of his metal armor and his wool sweater. He stops to smell the collar of his sweater and then frowns even more and sighs.
Yeah, you need a bath.
Silver Flare remains untouched, unscathed, despite
I spent the entire fight trying to break Firefox out and then just immediately one-shotting the ogre. Cyclops. Whatever it is.
Well, yeah. It was definitely an interesting fight. You put some damage on Firefox, too.
It was a thing.
Yep. It definitely was. I assume that you guys recant the tales, sharing with Rad all that you knew?
Yeah.
We missed?
Yeah.
Excellent. The day is halfway over. What are you guys going to do?
I can't remember if we did anything already for the day before that point.
You guys did, yes.
Did we?
Then he just asks for healing from each of the breezies.
We'll go ahead and roll me a
sounds like
charm.
good idea. Wow.
Terrible.
All the way down.
I guess I'm going to be out of commission for the next 21 days.
I will.
Shouldn't
He's
he have
still
like,
he's still learning breezy, so he says the wrong thing.
So, yes.
Oh, no.
Tell me how it is that Firefly, right? She's talking to you, and tell me how you insult her, right? Tell me how it is that you insult her.
Oh, no.
Instead of saying, "Could you heal me, please?" he said, "Could you stop talking, please?"
Yeah, something like that. Something
What?
like, "Can you please stop talking in her own language?" And she's just like, "Oh!" And she like puts her hands and she's like starts to cry and fly off, right?
No.
And like, it's not fast, right? But for a breezy, it's fast. And the other ones are like frowning at you as you insult her, and they like chase after her, trying to comfort her, and she's just like bawling, right? As you like tell her to shut up in her own language.
Shite. I learned this language specifically to tell you to shut the up.
Ouch. Yeah. You will get no healing today. Perhaps you need to learn your breezy a little bit better in the future.
I will use one pony balm on him to heal him up at least a little bit.
Excellent. Better just get 1 point stamina.
I kind of want to try to reassure them, but A, I don't know breezy, and B, I don't trust my charm.
Yeah, if you fail this, you might suffer the same consequences of Butters. So are you going to try to smooth things over in your own dialect?
I will. I can try.
Sure. Why not? Let's see if Silver Flare can pull the breezies.
I walk over and just do this. I like reach up to pat her on the back, but then I realize my talon is the size of her back, and I'll probably break a wing, and I just like.
Well, roll it. See what you say.
It's
a charm. Try and smooth things over.
3, not a 1. It's not a 1.
So
it's about as good as I expected.
They pretty much slam the door in your face. Clearly, Butters hears the term like biggins and uncultured swine or griffin. And you hear a bunch of things coming from the little breezy portable house that's currently in the back. Butters, to make things worse on you, I need Ipsabub to roll me that sweet, sweet charm.
Oh no!
You see if, you think we forgot about poor Ipsabub?
crit.
He's trying to help you out too, buddy.
Yeah,
He's trying to no. So we get the scene of Ipsabub, who's like a giant octopus slime creature climbing on the house. The breezies are screaming as like this giant. We get the scene, right? And it's
he's young, so he's probably blowing them all over the place from the wind created by his.
Just as like this little propeller as he like lands on their house, and you know.
I just like pick him up and just. Not the time.
Rad, you want to get on this? I mean, we might as well grab like a giant dragon and throw him in the mix too. As we
I've done enough damage, man.
Okay, all right. I was just wondering.
But I will give Butters one of my pony bombs.
Excellent. It is approaching towards night. What would you guys like to do?
How much pony bomb can a person take a day?
1 a day, if I remember correctly. Right?
Oh.
That's what I remember. I don't know. Don't quote me.
I've used one already.
I thought it was 3. Pretty sure it's 3.
Okay. Then I'll use one.
But you mark off the charges, yeah. And it doesn't stack. Like once the third one's, it's done. So once you fall asleep, you can't wake back up, I think.
Whoa.
So what are you guys doing?
Well,
that night?
Butters and I are gonna sleep. I think Rad can probably.
Rad, you can do something. What would you like to do?
What are you talking about, man? It's second sleep time now.
Would you like to do anything, Rad? This is your downtime. What would you like to do? Yeah. You'll not take the exhaustion penalty because you've slept for. Oh wow.
4 days straight.
Yeah, something like that.
Little depression nap, dreaming of your surfboard.
No, I made friends with the cord. And then I woke up and I'm like, damn, I failed.
Yeah.
I failed.
Where are we, anyways?
You're currently in a forest. Part of it is burnt down.
I will ping.
That wasn't me.
He meant ping.
No, it wasn't you. Not this time.
Meant ping. Nope. I think he needs a ping.
Yeah, well, just ping it on the map.
Yep. I'll guide you to it. There we go. You guys are currently here.
I'm still looking at the world map. I don't know if.
Yeah.
Yes, we are still looking at the world map. Mm-hmm. We're still on the world map.
Shift ping the camera.
Right. I'll do it again one more time. That's where we are currently located.
Are you pinging it on the GM layer?
I don't believe so. Yes, I am pinging it on the GM layer.
Okay, okay, we're there.
There we go. Let's try that now.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's try to avoid that. Why I like to stay on the GM layer is because there's a lot of stuff on the actual token layer.
There's a lot of stuff on the GM layer.
All right, I know what I'm doing.
Okay, what are you doing?
I'm gonna meditate, man, and reconnect with Betty, my board. Maybe she could show me the way.
Sure. Sure. You have this divine connection to your board. I need you to roll me a mind to see if you're...
God. I got this, guys.
Yes.
Yeah. Roll me a mind to see.
Oh, baby!
Chris!
D6.
Oh, that's not a D6. I rolled another D4.
You still got a Chris.
Roll a D6 explosion.
Tell me how this works. Tell me how this divine connection to your
Okay.
surfboard works.
4.
So
Good.
I'm like cross-legged, I'm meditating on a rock.
Yep.
There's a waterfall in the back,
Yes.
conveniently enough.
Oh,
All the
Yeah,
trees
it's
around me
right
are on
by.
fire.
Mhm.
And I'm kind of like doing... No. Doing... Rad. and, and and then I fall asleep because it's too much work for me. And then I dream about my board. And that's how I see my visions.
So you get like a location.
So what happens, right?
It's
You
just
have
like,
this.
I know in my heart where my board is all the time.
You have this sensation, right? You feel like a bolt of lightning crackle through the air, and you're back on your surfboard, right?
Oh no!
We get this flashback, right, of you surfing through the air, and how you came to land on Misty Island, right? And that's when you see like this big, massive, dark wing come over you, right? And you see it, and it like slams into your face. And as you're like falling backwards, you're watching your board spin off into the distance. And you know for certain that your board is somewhere in the mountains to the northeast.
Where is the mountains?
I would assume over here somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That part of that section is actually uncovered now because we've been there because we fast traveled.
All right.
Like
And then I wake up.
Move top right.
And then I'm going to run over to Silverface. Because I still don't know his name, nor do I care enough. And I'm going to wake him up.
Okay.
Silverface.
Silverflare.
Silverface! Silverface, my man, I had a dream. It showed me the way to my baby.
What?
And then with the bucket of water that I brought with me, since he's not waking up fast enough and this is an emergency, I...
Couple of things.
You look thirsty, man.
A few things. One, it's Silver Flare. Flare. 2, it's like 4 in the morning.
It's actually 3, man.
That's
It's
even
actually
worse.
really, yeah.
3, that was a waste of water.
Don't worry, man. The waterfall will supply some more. But we need to go to the mountains to the northeast of here, man.
We can't do that in a timely manner without fire kit and abandoning all of our stuff.
I have no idea what you're talking about, man.
We can do it later.
Define later.
After we... Not now. Can I sleep now, please?
I'll wake you up later, man, then.
How
And then
about
I'll
you
get another
define later?
bucket of water for him.
Not in the face next time, please. It's very difficult to keep the feathers like this.
Not a problem, Silver dude.
Just Silver, okay? Silver's like giving up. He's just like... Silver has like maximum disappointment right now. It's Silver Flare, but just call me Silver. That's what everyone else does.
I walked off by now to go get more water.
I will break that bucket next time.
Just like the 10-foot pole.
Night.
Just like the 10-foot pole. Oh, why does everybody pick on poor Silverflare? Everybody's pointing and dumping water and stuff on him.
Because Butters doesn't talk in my mind.
He's mute. That's his quirk. He's mute. Yeah.
Butters
I've never.
Butters
Well, I mean, you
talks.
did hear him
He's
speak
saying
breezy,
he
so
doesn't
he must know another language, right?
He's selectively mute.
He knows breezy, and you know, it just sounded like blah 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 blah.
Gurgles don't count.
All right. Anything else that night? You now know the location or the general location of where your board was last seen and going away from you. You also retrieve a few memories that you lost during that night before the crash.
Got clocked in the face by a wing.
Wasn't cool, man. Wasn't cool.
You thought it was maybe the lightning, but no. Something attacked you.
You just straight up got.
That's
Yes,
what you
I just hit
learned from your
myself in the face,
meditations and the
yes, I
critical
regret it.
success. Anything else that night, Rad?
I'm not very intelligent to really do much more unless I want to wake him up again.
Oh, I forgot to roll my nighttime navigation roll.
That is true. Yes, you do need to do that. Oh,
That was
crits!
a crit on my D12.
Oh my gosh, is this story time? It's story time again? Really? Really? Okay.
Story time in the middle of the night.
Okay. No. I guess. Well, do I have anything for the middle of the night?
Middle of
That's
the
a
night
good
story
question.
time.
In the morning.
I think that could be the story time. That could be the story time. The
Whoa.
thing we just did could have been the story time.
That's up to you guys. Would you like another story? That's a good question. It's up to you.
Silver wants sleep.
You want sleep? Okay.
I
So
want sleep.
let me be clear here. In the distance, when you guys wake up in the morning, you guys see what appears to be a gathering in the distance. You make your in the distance. You just see a group of what appears to be different creatures gathering. It is. Let's see here. It's a die 8. 1, 2. No, it's a die 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, it's a die 6. It's a die 6, so it'd be 3. So 1, 2, 3. In this direction. Make sure that's on your layer. You see what appears to be a gathering.
Do they have pitchfork and torches?
No.
All right.
Butters
I
will-
would have walked over by now.
Butters will go with him with all of the automatons.
Excellent. Okay.
Silver-
Story
Silver
time begins.
Wakes up a little bit later, but eventually just.
What's with all this story stuff, man? That's crazy.
Okay.
When Silver wakes up, there's a bucket of
It's
water right
almost
next
like
to him.
sessions are almost over.
It's almost like
It's just
everything's
like-
coming to fruition. Yeah, everything's coming and come together. It's
Silver
to be
just,
clear.
like, wakes
To
up.
be clear, yeah.
Oh, and I'm pulling Penelope along behind me because everyone else abandoned it.
There
Whoop.
we go. Everybody, place
Oh.
yourself right here. Make sure that everybody's.
What? What is this? And I'm dragging Penelope behind me because I think Butters just sort of abandoned it in favor of the machine.
Butters will never abandon Penelope. Let's get that clear. He came with Penelope, he's leaving with Penelope.
So he thinks.
In before, yeah.
So he believes. So he believes. The tokens of darkness haven't even begun yet.
Long
I'm
may
saying
he
this.
reign.
In the distance, you see appears to be some people you've met, some people you haven't met, gathering together. There seems to be some sort of summons or gathering here. There's distinct...
Are these metal
the
ponies we see?
baddies?
Oh yeah. Roll me
That's not good.
with upgrade. All three of you roll mind as you see and recognize these metal ponies before. Everyone roll me mind.
14.
Yep, you know it. Yep, you know it. Red.
Whoop.
Whoa, man!
Wait,
Blueberries!
You're
I rode off to go pick blueberries.
Rad,
your
yeah, okay.
upgraded,
You're
your
not
upgraded
sure.
mind is still a D4?
Well, he is.
It didn't work, but regardless, I rolled a 4. Because upgraded would be in a D6, right?
It would be. A
It should be a
D6.
D6.
Yeah.
Oh.
It should be
Roll a
rolling a
D6.
D6. It rolled a D4.
Well, God
One.
really... See, Brad wants those blueberries. I don't know about you guys, but good luck.
They're just
Oh,
pepbles, but
Oh,
you know you
Brad.
can think they're blueberries.
Brad is fated to get screwed by blueberry.
yeah. You see what appears to be blueberries.
Right on, dude. I split off
Welcome.
from the group early.
We'll come back to you,
it's
Rad.
just giant blueberries
Uh,
around this tent.
Rad, I need you to write down in your inventory mysterious blueberries.
Oh, no.
As you go to gather
Oh
them.
no.
Oh,
no.
unlike Rad, who is currently off picking
It's gonna be.
blueberries,
It's like
Butters
the strawberries
and
in the Good
Silver
Dinosaur.
Flare.
Oh no.
you both recognize these as the troops of fire here at the bottom. They seem to be guarding some sort of tent of some sort. In the distance, you see what appears to be, starting from left to right, some sort of pig, peddler, some sort of swine. She seems to be like going through her goods and searching and organizing them. You've met these creatures before, right here. These appear to be the bush willies, but you never asked their names.
Oh yeah.
You see
These guys, they're adorable.
two elk. You've encountered one before, but not the other.
I think it was like I think the guy on the right was one we were talking to, right?
Yes.
We like chased him
And
had a good
then
map.
right here, you see what appears to be the dancing monkeys that you guys encountered.
That
before.
monkey.
The dabbing
One
monkey
day.
that shamed Butters, absolutely humiliated him through his dab dancing. Yeah, just destroyed
Silver
him,
just like
destroyed
looks at the
him.
dancing monkey and just like
Totally
holds
destroyed.
out an arm to block Butters from.
And once again, you see what
Naked.
appears to be the sheep. The sheep have gathered here on the right-hand side. Out of the numbers, the sheep are the vast by far. There are more sheep in their camp compared to the others. Do you have any questions in regards to this? There seems to be several camps laid out, much smaller, compared to what appears to be the fire camp.
Butters would like to try to hide in the bushes with the automatons and Penelope. So he would like to try to
will
hide.
Aid.
Excellent.
I will aid with my abscond.
Silver Flare, you are aiding, thus granting an upgrade. You will suffer in the same
I have my
consequences.
abscond ability. I was going to use my abscond ability.
So just be clear here, who's rolling the dice? Who's helping who, and how are you helping?
I roll the dice. I have the ability to stop
That's-
them from chasing us.
That's only for running away, though. That's not for sneaking. Butters will roll the
fleeing
dice with
combat,
the
right?
upgrade.
That's fleeing combat.
All right.
This will be a...
It'll be,
wow. Okay. Starting from left to right.
Wait,
let's
isn't your
see who
body a
notices you.
D12?
The only groups that can currently see you are the bush woolies, the pig, and the elk. They're the only ones that can possibly see you.
Wait,
The pig doesn't.
is
Let's see
your
what there
base-
is. Oh, they can't
is
beat
your
that.
base body a D12, or is that with the upgrade?
It's a D10.
That's with the upgrade. He's been focusing on his charm.
Roll off. The elk kind of turn towards your general direction and crush it. They see you.
Oh no.
Only one party who is capable of seeing you actually waves at you. Despite your intentions
Butters
of hiding.
puts his hoof up to his mouth.
Yeah, just like same time, Silver just one single talon.
Excellent. Oh, what is Rad doing during this?
Well, Rad and his one doesn't see much, but he knows his friends walked over to this camp.
Yeah, you're
So-
done picking berries. You're done picking
Oh,
berries.
I'm eating berries, walking into the camp,
You're
looking
eating
for my
them?
friends, man.
Okay.
I've been looking for blueberries, man, and I finally got them. Do they smell all right?
Yeah.
Mind against.
All right, they don't smell like rotting. Okay,
Oh, no, they're not rotten.
all right, I'm good. I'm eating them. That's what Rad would do. And I walk into camp.
Which
How is
camp
Red still alive?
are you walking into?
I don't know. I don't know who these people are.
So, yeah, you see what appears to be the bush woolies.
I think he means
and-
which group. Are you
Which one looks friendlier and possibly could talk my language? I don't know what those are. Do I?
Fire guys.
Roll me a
No,
mind.
you don't know what those
Yes, maybe. Roll me a mind. He might.
Oh, yeah, okay. Roll mind, Rad. I might.
Yeah, you've heard of these legendary creatures. These are called bush woolies.
Do I know if they're friendly? Friendlier than the
No,
deer?
they're incredibly shy. They like to hide in their bush, which they are currently doing.
Silver's just like, oh.
I walk up to the deer because yeah,
Crap. Oh no.
You're waltzing up, okay?
yeah.
The only
Friendly.
ones who notice.
That's.
Oh,
Is
how's
Duke
it
still looking at
going?
us?
Okay, so just
Is
be
Duke
clear.
still looking at us?
Let's be clear. Rad's walking up. You guys are hiding, right? So we're going to cut to the scene where Rad is interacting with the elk, okay? So you guys are currently observing this. Nobody else sees you, except for the deer, who currently are...
I was asking if Duke was still looking at me, because I want to try to make clear without breaking cover that Rad's with us. Because
I don't know how
Giant
you're going to
dragon
relay
man?
that. Yeah.
That may go against us. Why don't we just watch and see what happens before
Right.
you
Yeah.
try to react?
So Rad is
crap.
waltzing up to these deer, right? Rad, I need you to roll me a charm
oh God.
as you're attempting
Oh,
to literally walk into a camp of deer.
big orange dragon, no
Yep.
problem.
I come in
here.
peace and I have blueberries, man.
Oh God, I don't like this.
4.
Is that a
Okay.
crit?
4. Holy
Is
crap!
that a crit?
Better than no, it's not. It's 6, but it's better than a fail.
So the deer like stare at you, right, with their tails up, kind of cautiously, right? They say, "Hello, stranger. You are not one of fires. You'd be breathing fire upon us by now. However, why are you eating jokeberries?"
Jokeberries, man.
Oh
They look
no!
like blueberries to me. I'm Rad the Dragon. Pleasure to meet you, my antlerly friends.
They say,
Oh
you will
no!
be a laughingstock here very soon."
Oh
Would
no!
it be the first time, man?
I like look at mine is like, oh,
As I eat another handful of berries.
Excellent.
something's about to go down.
Excellent.
I don't know. I have a 4
No.
intelligence.
I need you to roll
Oh,
me
no.
a D100.
Oh no!
To roll the D100 on this thing.
So just backslash
Slash roll
D100.
1d100.
6.
6.
Oh, that shouldn't be too bad. That actually might be beneficial.
Oh.
I turn
Oh,
into a
this is
deer.
the wild magic table. It's the wild magic table. Here we go.
Give me a second here.
Man, I need to play a wild magic sorcerer at some point.
Don't worry, you got Rad the wild dragon over here.
You rolled a 6.
Rad the wild mage. That would so be rad as a D&D character. Just bronze dragonborn wild sorcerer.
Interesting. Rad, tell me how you turn into a ghost.
Oh no.
So
What?
one moment I'm eating blueberries, the next the blueberry went through my hand, like the package. I'm like, whoa, man! I could see through my hand. I could see you through my hand. This has never happened. And then I try to go pick up the blueberries.
So, yeah, you can pick them up. The strange thing, Butters, Silverflare, before your very eyes, right, and before the very elk's eyes, Rad suddenly disappears.
And then you see a
However, there's still berries floating around in his hand, and you do see what appears to be a little hat floating in the air.
with dreads. Don't forget the dreads, man.
Oh yeah. Well, are the dreads natural? That's a good question. Or should I?
No, they're natural.
Dread's
Okay,
a wig.
all right.
They're
It's a
natural.
wig. Is it a wig?
Okay,
No, it's natural.
You just see what appears to be a little hat floating in the air.
Yeah, a large
and-
beanie baggy.
Your inventory that you are currently not using has
Did he-
disappeared.
Did he?
Butters puts a hoof to his mouth and points to the center.
Let's see here if the deer know what's going on. I mean, they know what that is. Oh yeah, they know what's going on.
9.
So, my antlery friends, what's all this all about? Have you seen my friends?
We can barely see you. The elk reply, as they're watching these berries like float in the air. And this
Would I
hat,
be able to like actually see, like, barely see? As in, like, if I roll a good mind, can I see like a ghostly outline or something?
Yes. For all
For a
intents and
1.
purposes,
9.
yes. For all intents and purposes, Rad is currently invisible.
That could be useful, but
Butters now just puts his hoof over Silver's mouth.
The deer know what's going on. They're like, Dragon. What's your name again, Dragon?
Rod the Dragon. It's a pleasure.
Well, it's good to not see you. As they're kind of like looking at each other, curious, as you're like eating these berries. By the way, these berries.
Oh, would
are
you?
delicious.
How rude of me. Would you like some?
They're like, no, thank you. We are here on a diplomatic relationship. We're here representing the elk tribe. We are here to see what Fire wants. He is currently
Fire?
Yeah, the Lord of Fire.
Who's that?
He is the tyrant that rules over this place. Has no one spoke of him before? To you?
No, man. First I've heard of him.
He is a terrible tyrant. Have you not encountered any of his servants?
No,
They're kind of like
man.
looking at each other like, are you one of his servants?
You think you would like some blueberries, man?
They like turn and look at each other and like, I would not offer those berries to anyone. That'd be an insult.
Oh, I wouldn't want to insult anybody. So you'll see his hat kind of float up in the air, and then you'll see the little package of blueberries that I had them in go underneath his hat.
Excellent. Go ahead and roll me a die 4.
That 4.
Silver's
See how
just,
many
like,
berries you have.
listening
You have
to this
3
and just,
berries.
Like,
I
3
ate a lot of
joke
them.
berries. Oh, you ate
Like,
a lot of them?
So
So
Silver's not talking.
got
He's
3
just, like,
joke berries.
you
looking,
got 3.
looking at the floating hat and listening to Rad speak, and he's not talking. He's just like got this expression.
You hear
of,
this voice.
What?
You definitely hear his voice, right?
Yeah,
you
just
see his
like
hat like come up and down.
disembodied voice, only embodied by a hat,
Yes.
and just. I'm not
I think-
speaking, but what?
Not to be rude or anything, but I'm not bothering you and your friends, am I?
Like, no, we are here for a diplomatic purpose. Soon one of Fire's servants will come out and greet us. And they will set terms and conditions.
Terms and conditions to what?
Snakes.
I don't know. Some others might know, however. They glance around at the others who are currently like nervously gathered, right?
Yeah.
They have apparently been summoned, but to what reason or cause, it is unclear. You do get a general sense of unease and wariness, right? As they glance around this camp. The only ones that are not unease are the stone iron ponies that stare from you from across the camp.
Well, I guess I'll mingle with some of the other critters before this Lord Fiery dude shows up.
I say, well, good luck, dragon. I would not let your presence be known. I'd hide that cap. We can currently see it.
Oh, would you like to hold on to it for me, perhaps? You seem like a nice bunch.
Roll me a charm. You're asking them to do a favor.
Oh boy. Oh.
Better than a 1.
Yeah, it's true. They're a D. Okay. Crushed it.
Damn.
You have a nagging feeling, right? That you want to help these individuals. You don't have to act. However, you get the sensation or feeling that you kind of want to help them, right?
Oh man, it must be the
sympathetic.
greater beyond. Do you want any help, perhaps? You seem like a nice bunch.
They like shake their heads no, and they're like, "We are a proud people. We have no need for outsiders' help." I think he kind of like, Bristle kind of like turns and looks over at you two, right? Who are currently hiding in the bushes, right? We see like you two are like hiding in the bushes, like, yes, we don't.
Silver
we are
is just
proud
like
people.
face palming about what. About
Oh, do I see them?
I don't think so.
If
You could roll a
if you follow
mind.
their gaze,
You
maybe.
rolled a 1 earlier. I don't think you noticed us when
Well,
we
I
were
meant
stuck
when-
over here.
Something
They're
else.
looking over there now.
Yeah, nervously.
Do I
looking
re-roll?
over there. Yeah. Sure, yeah, go ahead. Because they
Would
kind of
them
giving
like
you
looking at
guidance.
us give him an upgrade?
No,
No. This is rad,
Okay.
man.
that was rad, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
Do I roll mine?
yeah.
So you
I
need
roll
to
mine.
like double crit to beat us.
I mean,
Okay.
it's possible. No, you're not sure what they're looking at, but they see something you don't. Clearly in the woods.
Silver's just like face palming.
So
like
they
he's got butters
they-
over his mouth, but he just like looks disappointed.
they don't want to watch my hat for me.
No.
All right, then I'm moving on.
Okay.
All
You
right.
see the hat walking
Hmm.
along.
I'm gonna roll a 4.
Oh.
In my mind, it's gonna be either these guys or the monkeys.
Sure.
So which one seems logically best for the rad?
Are you talking about the bush willies
The
or the
cuties.
dabbing monkeys?
Either or, I don't know which one.
So for
Which- Brad
I was
tell me
I was
how
thinking
Brad's
1,
logic.
2, 3, 4.
Tell me Rad's logic here. By the way, you guys can jump in whenever you like. However, you will reveal yourself.
Do these guys like look afraid and skittish when I approach them originally?
Oh yes, oh yes. But you are clearly aware that bush willies are naturally timid
All right.
creatures.
Do they? I guess I'll walk over to the monkeys. Monkeys are partiers, man.
You are immediately challenged to a dance-off. They begin
Right
snapping
on,
their
man.
hands,
But you
right?
can't.
Snapping
They
their
can't see you dance.
right.
So,
They immediately begin challenging you to a dance-off.
you got some beats,
wait.
man.
They
Their
could see
leader-
him. If
What?
you saw him, they could
Um,
see him.
that is-
No, I'm still wearing the hat.
so they are
just the hat.
challenging.
They can't see him dance.
Right, they're challenging the hat to a dance.
All right, it's on.
All right, let's see how you're
Wait.
dancing. Yes.
But you. Oh, right. The hat's dancing.
Oh
He's
yes,
gonna juggle the berries.
We get this hat, right? We get this personality of a hat. Go ahead and roll me a charm.
All right, I want to combine some things with it.
Excellent. Let's hear it.
I
What?
want to combine flying and fire. Flying to
No.
kind of do some wicked like
Oh.
moves with the
one.
hat.
You may do
Um,
one.
Let's see. What's my highest?
No.
I'll do
Yes, hat's already-
flying.
Excellent.
Flying.
You see some dance moves.
All right. So
add your
charm
flying.
and flying.
Yep.
Oh boy.
There's charm.
3,
Okay.
And the flying
Oh!
Crit.
What? Correct.
Roll your d20 for the
Roll it.
thing.
17.
17 on the fly.
Okay, all right. You see this ridiculousness? Oh my god! Wait. He still has a special skill. He still has a special skill. He's not out of it yet. Okay.
Oh my god.
Tell me how you crush the damning
flying
monkey
hat.
with your flying hat.
Flying hat and berries.
Only in cartoons, folks. Only in cartoons.
Only in cartoons.
Do we get this hat? Okay, so we get like a full stage, right, of this hat, right? Tell me how this beanie takes anthropomorphic abilities and dances the dancing monkey off stage. Tell me how you crush the monkeys with your.
So I do some spinning around, and Rad thinks he's cool, but he forgets that the only thing they can see is his hat.
Yeah.
So they see this hat kind of like doing. It does a flip and it spins on its head, flips over, does a couple. Rad can't dance, but apparently he can. Get some flying in,
Rat
and then
can't dance, but his hat can dance.
And then I finish by flying through between his legs and kind of doing a ta-da.
The dancing
Except he
monkeys,
can't ta-da.
in awe, fall to their knees and begin worshiping your hat.
That's right, Rad, the chieftain.
The dancing monkeys now worship your hat. Your hat is now gain the reputation of dancing magical hat.
Man, that was pretty good, man. Especially that
monkeys
last move.
Begin worshiping the floating hat as some sort of dancing
Silver's got
deity.
this look on his face of just, what just happened?
That he crushed them. He crushed them. Even you guys. He critted this. He critted this. Even you guys. I've seen like some crazy puppet moves, but this is amazing. I think we get like a little techno stage and flashes of light, right? Of this little beanie cap dancing, right? Wow.
Silver's more like confused than anything.
It's damn good. It is damn good dancing beanie hat. It's so good
weird
that the monkeys have begun to worship it.
Yep. That's right, guys. No idea Rad just walked into this.
No idea.
So, my little dancing comrades, what's going on here? What's with all the friendly faces?
You begin being showered with presents and gifts, particularly that of bananas. Roll a die 6 as you
I like
obtain
bananas.
multiple bananas. Oh, go ahead and roll me another one. It's another
D6?
Yeah. Well, it's die 8 now.
No, it's die 10.
Keep going. Crushing it.
You're gonna get 20.
You gained 8 bananas.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna go all the way to 20.
Congratulations. Tell me how this beanie, right? This beanie is filled with bananas as is like piling in. You get 8 bananas of this.
The berries
beanie
are
cap.
crushed.
Yeah. Not only that,
The berries get crushed.
but as like Rad picks them up, they're floating in the air, right? So it looks like the beanie is like guiding the bananas, right?
The banana gods have
The
spoken.
banana gods have
I'm
spoken.
going to save these for later, and I put them underneath the beanie with the berries.
Excellent.
Oh my
You have
god, you're just the
obtained-
most bulging beanie ever.
Yeah. It's got to have like
big-
some.
It's a big beanie,
Big
man.
beanie.
Unfortunately, the monkeys do not understand you.
Oh.
Silver has this look of just, what the hell?
So we get the Star Wars scene, right, of the monkeys worshiping C-3PO, which is the beanie cap, floating in the air. As they're like, oh, oh. Everyone is thoroughly confused. The sheep,
Except for the deer.
No one knows what's going
yeah,
on.
the deer are just like shaking their heads, like, no, what are they doing? But everybody else is intrigued as this beanie cap begins to fill up with bananas and joke fruit. Awesome.
I come in peace.
Oh, God.
Awesome. What is your
What is
mumbling
this?
commandment to your monkey followers? You will need to roll a charm.
For what? I
I
need to
think
roll
he
charm.
just said
What
I
is your
come in
command?
peace.
It's a simple command, right?
He
Command.
just said I come in peace.
You come in peace, right?
Yeah, I just need help. I have no idea what's going on. Rad's confused. He has
So
no
is
idea where his
everyone else
friends.
in the village.
Everyone is
Everybody's just
confused.
like, what is going
The
on?
beanie is
monkeys
confused.
The monkeys have found and chosen a new god.
Do you want a charm?
Yes, go ahead and roll me a charm.
Oh my god.
Excellent.
I'm your god.
The
may I
monkeys
reign?
begin talking amongst
Taste
themselves,
of my
right?
fruits.
As they're like confused and everything else. You are quickly offered a cot that is quickly crafted out of like a coconut shell for your beanie to rest upon.
Well, I guess I'm a little tired.
To be clear, yeah, it's for the
for the hat.
beanie. It's for the hats.
It's literally just a
Oh,
coconut
maybe
shell.
they'll watch my
It's
hat
for the
for
hat.
me. Oh, it's nice.
They're gonna watch the hat. They're so
I
gonna
put the
watch
beanie
hat.
on the
Oh, no.
on the chair with
We
them.
get a coconut throne room with the monkeys kneeling and bowing before this beanie cap, right? We get this scene, right?
What is this?
What is Rad going to do as he leaves his
What
beanie cap
is
behind
this?
within the
Well, they're gonna-
worshipping tokens?
They're gonna watch my hat for me. I'm gonna go talk to some of the other critters.
Excellent.
My
What is-
cheekbones hurt. Stop.
What is Butters and Silver Flare doing during this little tirade that this beanie cap is on?
Butters
This
was
entire
silently
time,
taking notes of the dance. Because he's gonna get that monkey next time.
It's just like
You
Silver
crushed you
meanwhile is
last
just like
time.
staring, just like what actual hell.
What happens next?
Silver's less amazed and more like confused.
Do I
Monkeys
know
continue to worship the beanie cap.
these rams?
What you see is these rams who are clearly like on guard, right? So they seem to be very serious and uptight, and they're like, bah, bah. You notice a black sheep among them. He seems to be their leader.
Black sheep man.
As you ba ba back,
Oh,
they ba ba back.
Seems logical.
They don't see anything, but they like sniff the air, right?
What's up, my little furry friends? Or my
It's like-
fluffy friends?
They say, "Halt! Who goes there?" And they
Rad
quickly
the dr-
Who's
begin to
there?
like circle around each other, right? As they're like, "Bah, bah. Who goes there?
Who
Bah.
goes there?
Who
Rad the
goes?"
dragon, my buying friends. They come in peace.
Roll me a charm.
Rad the Invisible Dragon. Title of the episode. There it is. Rad the Invisible Dragon Banana God. Rad the Banana.
As you do that, they say, "Dragons are not welcome here. Servants of fire, go away."
Oh my god.
I don't know who this fire
Concept.
fellow is.
They clearly seem to be stubborn in their ways, and they say, "Go away. Only those who know the password may enter here. Bah." And they all say, "Bah."
I say, bah. Thinking that's the password.
You get bahs back.
Are they angry buzz or are they impressed?
No. Just like a mocking bah.
No. Well, I wanted to be friends, man, but if that's your way, then I won't are you, my bad friends?
Only those who know the password may enter here. Say the
Well-
password and enter.
Well, how can I get the password?
Only those of true sheep friends know.
Well, I'd like to be a true sheep friend.
Then say the password, true friend.
I don't know. Can I roll intelligence? I don't know.
No, because this is out of game intelligence.
I don't know.
Say the password.
Just
The
guess it,
password.
random sheep crap. The password is password.
Did you just say random sheep crap?
No, I say
No,
the password.
No.
They said say the password. Okay, I said the password.
He said the password as his answer.
No. Go away, intruder. Go away.
I turn around defeated, but nobody can see my defeat in his eyes.
They baw at you like that password.
Oh.
Blah, blah, blah. You hear them laughing sheepishly at you as you depart.
As I take 10 steps,
is
I
the
forget all about the sheep
time.
already. What was it? Oh, look, fluffy little critters.
Oh, crud.
As you step up, right, you notice
God
like these
you're
like
invisible.
eyes peeking out, right, and then they like disappear back into the bush, and then they like peek out again, and then they disappear. You see their eyes, because this is a little shrub.
Oh, they're
And
just
clearly,
blinking.
it is not big enough for three of them. And every so often, one gets kicked out because the other one's trying to get hide. There seems to be a bit of a struggle here.
Okay, Rad sees the struggle. There's this bush right here, right?
Sure.
All right. Rad goes over and gets the bush.
Okay, roll me a body as you attempt to rip the bush out of the ground.
All right.
There's a baby inside of it.
6.
Easily. Tell me how you
Alright.
just.
Oh, shit. You have a
Well-
D12 body already?
Yeah,
Jeez.
He's focused.
I'm focused. I'm stupid. Don't expect any mind.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I just, I go down on my belly and I go kind of shimmy under. Using both my dragonly claws, I pull upwards. I'm like, yeah, man. And then I go over to these guys. I'm like, I got you another bush, my little critter friends.
Roll me charm with an upgrade.
D8.
AK roll a D6, I believe.
Well, I have a D8 because it upgraded last game, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Well,
I would like to use a reroll. Because
You may.
fuck it.
You may.
screw it. Yeah.
I'm trying to make friends, man.
One for another D8.
It's being a
two
dragon's
for
heart.
a D10,
Being a
or 3
dragon's
for auto
hard, man.
success.
I'm just doing one.
He's just doing one. Is
Okay.
anybody going to pitch in anything?
What the
fuck? Oh, good. Okay,
I would-
nobody's going to aid you on that. You try to offer them
We
a bush.
don't want to
right?
blow cover.
Can I use another one or no? I can only use one per roll.
So you have to make your declaration, and once that declaration's done, it's done and over with, right?
Alright.
So you said you were going to roll once. That's what was going to happen because you're using your
Okay.
tokens of friendship and say, "This is how I'm doing it," right? So you're like,
All right.
"Hey, I'm going to try it again," right? You do fail, right? And they're like, "Go away, dragon! Go away! We've already done what
How do
Fire
they know it's a
said.
dragon?
We've already
Oh,
done."
wait.
I declared myself Rad the Dragon.
Yeah, literally declared.
To everybody.
Uh,
To everyone you encountered. Individually.
I'm gonna put it
Individually,
close.
all
You know.
times.
I'm gonna put it there and then I'll leave.
You lay
Yeah.
the bush down, right, and it falls over, right. Nobody jumps.
I think
into
it was gonna lean it.
No,
think
can I
it's
like
gonna lean it against
quickly
the
dig a hole and then just
Uh,
plop it in?
Sure, you easily dig a hole and plop it in. But yet they do not jump into it. They continue to fight over the bigger bush.
Rad just wants to be loved.
Oh, we've already done what fire demanded of us. Please, please, no.
You know what who fire is, my little skittish critters?
We've already done it. Please stop. No. Oh. No.
That's as much as I could do. Don't worry, guys. There's two more places I could cause damage.
Oh no.
Oh, interesting.
No, go.
How big are you? Like size-wise, right?
I'm like
how large?
Looking at Butters like.
I'm still invisible, right?
Right.
All right. So I don't know. Like, what's the average dragon, walking, talking dragon?
I mean, are you like size-wise in the show?
Are you a greedy boy? Yeah. Are you like
big?
Teen Spike or just
maybe bigger than Spike?
A little bit bigger than Spike.
A little bit bigger than Spike. Or I might be like
on a scale of greedy Spike to normal Spike. How big?
Are you pony-sized?
There you go.
I'm probably just around pony size.
You walk up to what appears to be a hog, the size of a pony. She wears a headdress, a little hood over her, a polka dot headdress, and she's like,
she's a big pig. Yep.
Who goes there? Are you here to purchase some of my goods? And sniffs the air like.
Rod the Dragon, pleasure to meet you. What are you selling?
She like sniffs the air and she says. See if she rolls mind. She says,
8.
Oh, the smell of poison is in you. You need an antidote?
Poison?
Yes.
Poison joke. Oh my god. The joke berries. Oh no, I need to make a potion out of those things, man. That's gotta happen.
I feel alright, but if you say I smell like poison, I wouldn't mind one of those antidotes you were talking about.
Let's see here. For a dragon, you say. Who do you serve, dragon?
I don't serve anybody in particular. Just, I'm a dragon of the wind, man.
The dragon of the wind, you say. Oh, outsider.
Plays in the background.
She begins rooting around in her wagon, and she pulls out this flask, and she says, that'll be 5 bits.
Of course. And I go into my invisible coin pouch to grab the invisible coins to give to the pig.
She offers the potion out, and she leaves her little hoof out as well. Do you place the coins?
Yes.
Or do you just take the potion and run?
No, I give her the coins.
She says, yes, go ahead. Take the dose whenever you feel like the poison has finally gotten too much. She says,
Oh, that's gonna invisible him. Oh no.
Oh, alright.
That's gonna invisible him.
When I start to get a little tummy ache, I'll drink this then. And I put it into my pouch.
Excellent. You have gained an antidote. 1 antidote for poison. Joke.
Poison.
Oh, I need these berries. I need to potionize and control these berries. I need to find some
They're random,
way to
by the
control.
Way. They're random.
All right.
I need to find a way to control the randomness. Become pure wild mage.
Well, you seem very talkatively kind. Do you mind if I ask what's going on here?
Indeed. I am Miss Slim Hamlock.
Slim Hamlock? Pleasure. Rad the Dragon.
Well, hello, Rad the Dragon. Just good to not see you. She kind of jokes at this, right? She says, I only can smell you, Rad.
Well, I hope I don't smell too bad.
You smell like an outsider. Do you know what's going on here?
Not a clue.
All the locals have been gathered upon this place. Do you know what's happening?
I shake my head. Oh, no idea, man. I was asking around, and everybody seems a little to themselves.
I'm
Though,
I'm here to sell.
oh, what else do you have? Maybe.
What do you
Many
want
goods.
to sell?
Many goods. She glances in her back. She says, anything that you are interested in.
Perhaps some gifts for the 4 creatures that I ran into.
Creatures? What creatures are you speaking of?
And then I list off the 4 races that I've run into. So the deer, the monkeys, the sheep, and the skittish ones, which I forget their name.
Bush lilies.
She says, yes, those are all locals. I sell to them, too. I'm a peddler of sorts. I go
You know
around.
what?
This is the first time that fire has made contact with us in quite some time. It's been a decade or so. How unusual.
See, to any other character, this would be valuable. This is going right over Rad's head.
Well, I think we can hear it. I don't think
Yeah,
she's trying to
yeah.
be particularly quiet.
We see like Butters and Silverflare kind of like sneaking through the bushes, right? As they're like
Yeah, just,
following
this
Rad's
entire
shenanigans.
time, Silver's just
Yep.
like staring, following Rad's voice, and just in his head and like whispering to himself, "How is this working?"
All right. Do you have gifts I can perhaps purchase for the 4 races?
Of course.
Like I come in peace.
What are you interested in, friend?
You know them better than I would, man.
She like glances over at the bush village and she says, they could always use a new hedge trimmer. They are the gardeners here on the island.
Perfect. I'll get one of those then.
She like looks back in her cart. You see if she brought it this time. BAD10. She says, sorry, friend, I don't have any.
Well, if I give you the money, would you be able to give it to them later? A gift from Rad the Dragon?
I could, yes. Is that something that you wish to do?
Yeah. If you wouldn't mind, man, it'd be awesome.
It will be 20 bits.
I produced 20 bits.
Excellent. She says, well, she offers out her hoof.
And I put the 20 bits there.
Excellent. She, once again, she writes down the order and places it. Is there anything else that you are interested in, friend?
Got anything that the deer might like?
She like scratches her chin. She says, the elks are always standoffish. However, they do like their fine wines.
Do you have any in stock right now?
Let's see if she brought any. She says, I brought them all. I brought the finest stocks of wine.
All of them.
This is
How
going to be a
much?
party. She's
I'm
like,
gonna.
Oh no.
this is going to be a keg fest. Like, I think she's like, yeah,
Oh
that's why I'm here,
no.
baby.
She's like already drunk. She's like already
No,
drunk.
she's not drunk. She's not drunk. But she's planning to get
She's
hog
ready.
faced. She's planning to get hog faced. She's
Perfect.
came for
Oh
Then
no.
how much would that be? Enough for my all my new coming friends.
She said that will be 15 bits.
All right, I
It'll be a
produce.
fine mid-grade wine.
All right.
God,
Would you
finally
be
we have a
able to
chance
deliver
spend
it?
our bits we're hiding from.
Would you also be able to deliver it for me and say it was from me, Rad the Dragon? As well, they can't see me right now.
She says, I'm sorry, friend. I don't know where they live. Their home is quite secretive.
Oh, well, I guess I could roll it over them right now then. But
She like nods her head.
right. What about the monkeys? They seem very amused by my hat. Perhaps they would like something matching it.
She laughs at this and she's like, those monkeys are idiots. All they know is how to dance.
Do you have any beanie hats, perhaps? Maybe they would like their own.
That is a good question, she says.
Oh no.
Let me check. She says, sorry, friend. I wasn't planning on bringing a bunch of beanie hats.
Oh
She says,
no.
apologies. I brought
Do you know
much wine.
Do you know something they would like?
She glances at the beanie hat and she says, "I think you already
boom
gave
box.
it to him."
Well, I guess I could always get another one. I lose many of them throughout my travels anyway.
Oh no, they're gonna the monkeys are gonna find the poison joke berries and eat them.
What about
We're gonna
the
have
sheep?
two-headed
They
monkeys
seem a little
dancing around.
uptight. I don't know what to get them.
The sheep are one and the same. Once you get one for one of the sheep, you have to do the same for the rest.
Do you have any ideas?
She scratches her chin, right? And she's got like a little bit of scrubble right there. And she
Mhm.
says, "Let me think." She says, "No. I don't know of anything to give them that would fit them all."
Well, do you have a password for them? They won't let me be friends unless I know their password.
Oh, you do not know the password.
No,
Interesting.
man.
I need you to roll me a charm since you're asking for secret information.
Can't, like, Brad's stupid innocence just be enough?
I don't think so. Not for this one. You have to beat a 3. You have to beat a 3. Oh, it's a roll off.
Bad
It's a
reacts
roll-off.
everywhere.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Time
Oh,
to
he might
crit.
crit. He might
Time
crit.
to crit. Time to crit.
No.
No.
Would you like to spend any of your tokens?
To try to beat a 7? No. Because I would have spent
you
it.
can automatically succeed.
He's just trying to trick you because he's starting to use the tokens of
I
darkness
know.
now.
He
I
wants
know.
his darkness.
No, it's fine.
Kingdom Hearts.
I've already used
I
one up
mean-
during this thing.
That's whatever you guys want to do. I'm
Oh
just
my God,
offering
he's-
options. I'm just
Stop trying to
offering-
fish me! I'm not a sucker!
trying to
I-
help.
no.
I'm trying to
No.
help you guys.
He's handsome. He's
She says,
handsome.
I'm sorry, friend.
Kingdom Hearts.
I'm sorry, friend, but the sheep are a secretive bunch.
Well, it's their right, I guess. Do you have anything else that might be interesting to get? I'm
She
feeling
says-
a little heavy.
There's one item that you will never be able to give.
What's
she
that?
gestures to the tent of fire.
There's one what?
There's one item that you will never be able to give.
What's
she
that?
Gestures to the tent of fire.
Do I know what she means by that?
So she's pointing, right? So to be clear, she's pointing to the tent where all the armored ponies are currently circled around. And she said, "I assume you want a gift for them as well."
Well, I'm getting everybody else a gift. It seems only fair.
She nods and she says, "I'm sorry, friend, but I have nothing to give them."
Oh,
I
well.
I look over to Butters and just like whisper, "Should we stop him while he's ahead?"
Butters shakes his head no.
Oh boy.
Well, would you like anything?
Roll me charm with an upgrade.
Stop rolling high, GM.
Why
These are
don't
just
you-
normal rolls. Let's see let's see if she'll tell you what she wants.
Oh,
Oh,
One.
I think she's like digging in through like a barrel, right? As you're like asking it, and she's like, "I'll come back later. I'm currently fixing up some wine." And we hear like some chug, and as you, I think begin to depart, right? As she's chugging her.
Oh no.
her
she
kegs.
gave me the wine for the deer, right?
Yes, mid-grade wine
Oh, no.
for elk.
All right. Well, I guess I'll bring that to the deer before I go to the tent. Then.
Excellent. So before we go on, is anybody else doing anything, or are you guys just observing all this?
Butters is
I-
just wanting
I don't
to
know if we should
observe
do
and
anything.
watch what's going to happen with fire.
Excellent. Okay.
I kind
Well,
of want to see if there are
this is
any
a fire
poison
episode, I
berries,
guess. This
like,
is a fire episode. Yep.
should I, like, are there any poison joke berries nearby? I kind of want to see if I can make any poison joke poisons to do stuff.
Yeah. Go
later.
ahead. Yeah. Go ahead and roll me. What would this be? A mind navigation?
Would it
system,
break his
navigation.
stealth though to go off and start collecting?
I'm
berries?
mostly just like
I don't think so.
looking around. I'm mostly just looking around to see if there are any in the immediate vicinity.
However, he will be like
11.
yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Go ahead and roll me a die 4. You
Yeah.
succeeded, but didn't critically succeed. Yeah,
One.
you get.
Berry.
Yeah. I think
One
like
poison
this is
joke.
one of the berries that Rad missed, right? It fell on the ground, right? So you were.
It's just
you were,
I'm trying to not,
one poison
blow
choke
cover,
berry.
so I'm just like,
Yep.
just get this one in.
Yep. Excellent. Anything else, Rad?
Well, I'm going to go bring the barrel over to the deer.
It is a bottle. It is a
A
bottle.
bottle. I bring the bottle.
The deer look at it and go ahead and what are you offering?
Sorry?
What are you doing? What are you doing as you get towards the elk?
It's me, Rad the Dragon. Come in peace and bring a gift, my dearie friends.
They stare at you, unimpressed. I assume you take out the wine and lay it down in front of them?
Obviously.
Excellent. Go ahead and roll me charm with upgrade.
God.
You might be able to.
5. You can beat this one.
No. I just haven't been rolling well, man.
They don't accept the
Yeah,
gift.
like,
They say, thank you,
You have a
strangers,
very
but we do
lovable
not.
face, but that face,
Yeah.
is not.
The elk seem unmoved by your presence. Even with the temptation of a sweet wine, their stoic features do not break. They say, no thank you, we are on a business here.
Well, perhaps you can give it to somebody else then. I don't really drink much, but got it for you all.
We cannot accept such a gift, especially from someone we cannot see.
Well, it is a shame that you can't see me, but I guess I'll go bring it over to the tent then, see if they want it.
As you wander off, they become mumbling amongst themselves, whispering about what appears to be like shapeshifters and changelings.
And the monkeys are still worshipping the beanie hat.
Oh, yes. Oh, where do you go, Rad?
This is so stupid.
Where do you go?
Go to
Oh,
the
no.
tent.
Excellent. You
It's the only one I haven't
approach
visited.
You approach.
That's not good.
Yes, the tent of fire.
I
then
announced
roll me-
myself.
Oh,
Crud.
oh,
I'm not intelligent. I don't know who this is.
interesting. Okay,
I mean, you're
so
also invisible, so stealth won't do much anyways. Stealth
Tell
will be
me-
really easy.
tell me how you're approaching this, and how are you doing this?
Greetings, my steely friends. I'm Rad the Dragon. I come in
no.
peace.
Excellent.
Oh no.
Roll me a
Should we
charm.
stop him now?
Oh, God. This is where I
Stop
die.
him now.
I don't know if I should re-roll that. Do they have to roll?
That's a good question. Actually, they have orders right now, so technically they don't have to roll.
Do I get a response?
Currently, you gain no response. However, once you announce yourself, you notice like the metal ponies begin scanning the area, right? Like going back and forth. They currently cannot see you. However, they are active in some way, but you're not quite certain how. Their stoic features give nothing away. You may roll a mind, though,
I just
to get their motivation.
I
or
just
sense
look
of-
at.
Sure, I'll roll a mind. Oh, yeah, baby.
Excellent. Excellent. Tell me,
I
yeah. Well, before anything else happens, is anybody going to do any tokens of friendship or anything?
Let me die. It is Brad's time.
a 1 in front of a fire guard.
I don't know how I'd be able to implement this in RP, but I feel like I should spend a token.
How are you using your friendship? And what are you doing?
I don't know. That's the issue. I can't justify it, but I feel like rolling a 1 in front of a fire minion is bad.
No,
and I
just
can't
let it
justify
happen.
using a token.
Just let it happen. I was never
Like-
long for this world.
I'm looking at Butters currently. Okay. Do we stop him now?
Butters shakes his head no.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So this is what happens. Rad enters into the tent.
I don't enter the tent unless invited. That's rude.
Rad enters into the tent.
I mean, you rolled a 1 on your mind.
Oh, I see.
And that was a tent flap opening. That's not good. Oh, Lord. We have to. Come on.
Well, there's no point in coming out now. You let me go in the tent.
Yeah, Butters doesn't move.
See, the single is if the tent catches fire.
The camera, right? Like we get this scene of Rad entering into the tent. The camera
no.
turns and focuses on Butters and Silverflare.
We've been sitting around here, and Silver's having a stress attack.
I think we have like Silver like
Come on.
You told him, right?
Why?
You told him that fire's bad, right? You told him, right?
No, I'm like looking at Butters, just like, why? Why can we not go?
Butters shakes his head no. He's got
Can I
a
try to
stoic
whip up a
expression
quick
on his face as
Invisibility
he's...
potion. Can I try to whip up a quick invisibility potion
That will take
from
time.
where we are? Damn. This is why I wanted to.
I literally rolled a 1 in front of the big baddie. What do you think's going to happen? He's just going to walk inside the tent.
We have to stop him. We have
Now,
to
to be clear,
He's
I
so-
asked, is anybody going to spend any friendship tokens? And nobody shake their head.
I wanted to, but I couldn't justify how.
I asked.
I can't justify.
If Silver's
because
going to
I'm
run
still
out there
trying
and
to see
reveal
here.
himself, Butters isn't going to stop him, but Butters and his automatons are not moving.
Silver, remember.
How the hell
I'll
are
look
we
you up.
hiding with this entourage?
They look wood anyways.
Yeah.
There's metal all over them. And
Golden.
you have
Not
Penelope.
anymore. There's metal on us, and we're hiding.
Golden. I dug
And you
this
have Penelope.
grave.
Penelope is smaller than she looks, okay? You just stop
like-
judging Penelope.
Penelope is also bright white.
She's not.
Can you enlarge her sprite so we can see the bright white or bright like cotton candy blue?
It's hidden. It doesn't really matter.
But
Like I said, if you want to get out there, get out there. Butters isn't going to.
You
Butters
get
is going to
himself
wait
killed
and
in
take
that.
notes.
uh,
Butters shakes his head no. He's not going to get killed. He motions to the golden manacles that Butters has in Penelope.
that's not gonna help. Oh.
Butters sighs at Silver and face ups.
I realize. That's still not a fate I want on one of the few nice people we've met.
Butters motions that we can do what we did with Firefox and rescue Rad if we need to, but we should just wait and see what fire is here. This is a rare opportunity for us to find out what fire is and what he's about without him noticing us, with his guard more or less down because he doesn't know we're here.
Fine.
And the last time a fire minion ran into Rad, they tried to recruit him.
What happens when he says yes? It's going to happen at one point.
Then we have a double agent. We'll add that to our collection of double agents.
Fine.
So you guys make no moves, correct? Just to be clear.
Yes, Butters does not
I really
move.
want to, but fine.
Are we done with the scene of Butters and Silverflare where they're kind of like looking at each other and it's like, well, his fate is in his own claws.
Silver's
right?
got this like really like agitated look, just like you have to. Anything goes wrong, I'm going in.
Butters sighs and shrugs.
Anything. And that's it.
Rad, you stumble into the tent, invisible. Before you lies 5 individuals. One is cloaked, and yet is radiating heat. You see what appears to be some sort of captain pony. You see what appears to be a blue Pegasus with white hair. You see an elk that seems to be red-haired and spotted. And you see what appears to be a unicorn with a blue mane and a blue coat. And you hear in this deep voice, "Who dares enter my tent?"
Rad the Dragon, pleasure to meet you, my mysterious friends.
Aye, it's nice to meet you too, lad. I'm Captain Jack Spot Sprint. And here's my crew.
What the hell is he doing
Blueberry and Running Running Shadow and Silver Mane. What
don't
can
know
we do
this.
for you?
Oh, I'm just wandering around, making friends.
Wait.
You know
We
how
don't know
it
this,
is.
so shush.
If I roll good mind, would I be able to hear this?
No?
I'm in there by myself.
The same
What can
way-
we do? You two be quiet. What can we do for you, lad? You look like you've stumbled in some poison joke or something. What can we do for you?
Oh, we just came to make some
You don't
friends.
look like anything.
Aye.
You don't look like anything.
We're looking for some friends that we lost along this island. Have you heard of them?
Well, you'd have to be more specific than friends. I've seen lots of critters running around.
Oh. I understand that they've been causing fire here some trouble.
Ah, nuts.
Oh,
Their name Butters and Silverflare.
huh. I don't know anybody by those names. You got any pictures, perhaps?
They begin giving descriptions.
Thank
They
God,
are
it's a stupid
very
one.
close to what Butters and Silverflare look like. They say, yes, they're part of our crew.
I want to roll intelligence.
Sure. And roll.
Silver,
That's a crit.
silver
Yep.
feathered,
That's
white
accurate.
furred,
Oh,
emo
The
looking
description
griffin.
is accurate.
Oh.
Super.
might as well go all the way with this.
Might as well keep
Wow.
going.
6.
Yeah. Those descriptions
six.
are completely accurate. They apparently
Do
do
they
know
set-
who
do-
Butters and Silverflare.
Do they sound out of date? The images they describe?
I've kept myself pretty well maintained.
That's a good question. Have either of you guys changed your appearance?
Butters and
I've-
Silver.
I've
The last time you saw. Yep.
When when Rad woke up, Butters and Silver were wearing metal armor, and Butters was wearing his wool sweater, which he wasn't previously.
Yeah,
And he's
like,
added
the
the
only
automaton
difference is the
ponies,
armor
which the
and
crew
my-
did not know about.
simple.
Or the breezies. They do not mention
They
anything
didn't know about the
breezes.
breezes
Yeah.
either.
The
Wow.
the only differences that were made were Misty's mind and the armor.
The shadowy figure says, "Yes, yes. I have brought the captain here to escort these outsiders away from the island.
Oh. Well, it
It
must
is
be
time
pretty-
for them to go home. They are dealing in matters that are none of their concern. It's time for them to go home." Captain Jack Sprout's friend says, "Yes, indeed. We are ready to go home. We're ready to go to Equestria." And he said, "We are even granted a bushel of the local fruit and vegetables. That's why we were here. And not only that, we get some books in regards to the local wildlife and what's changed.
Books.
Fire has granted us many things. We were hoping that maybe you might know him, Rad the Dragon. That's why we have gathered everyone here, to find their location and take them back home to
crap.
Equestria."
Oh. Well, the description you gave me is pretty accurate to the fellows that I've been following around. I lost them not too far from here. Stumbled upon you guys instead.
Oh crap!
Can you show them to us?
If I knew where they were, sure.
Thank God.
You may have
you
been the
rolled
only
really
last
bad.
one to see them alive. We don't want to see them hurt, after all.
Well, I wouldn't want to see them hurt either. If you gave me a bit, they can't be too far.
The captain turns, right? What appears to be the captain pony, turns and looks at the figure and says, "Thank you for your escort, blacksmith. It's much appreciated." And you see the cloaked figure, kind of nod in reply. And he offers to escort you out of the tent.
Sure.
This is an interesting meetup. Because out pops people that you, Butters, and Silverflare recognize. And behind them,
What?
trailing, is Rad the Dragon.
He's still invisible.
Well,
was still
no,
invisible.
we can't see Rad.
But they seem to be talking to something, right? They seem to be talking to something. They're like, when was the last time you saw them?
Well, they were just north of the camp. I stumbled upon some berries, though, and lost track of them.
Can
So,
you
like,
show
I-
us?
Like this.
Sure, just follow along. Listen to my voice, I guess, is the only way.
Excellent. Butters, Silverflare, you recognize these individuals.
What? What are they doing here?
Butters sighs and frowns. He puts a hoof up to Sliver's mouth and he holds his and they wait.
What are they? What are they?
Excellent. Rad, are you going to show them where your teammates are?
Well, where I last saw them, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, but I have no reason to, suspect anything. My friends are a danger.
once again, I need you guys to roll
Hide.
me a hide
Uh,
as they're actively
gi-
looking for you.
give me the stealth buff. I'll hide with mine and have a D20.
There's only one that's pretty high, so
I guess-
Sure. Butters will silently try to
10.
move his. It's a body, isn't it? Not a mind.
Come on.
it is. It is.
I think it's your choice. I thought it's
Well,
your
it depends
choice.
on how you're doing it. So if you're looking for an
I'm-
excellent location, or you're trying to physically blend into your environment. So if you're trying to it depends on what you're trying to do.
So Butters' body would be a D12. Is your body higher than that?
Oh, my body is a D10 currently.
So it doesn't
With an
really
upgrade, it
matter
would be a
then.
D12. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
Either
I'm
way.
currently looking.
All right. I will roll it. Boop. Hey, got that D20 anyways.
Butters is helping by
15.
silently moving the automatons to cover us.
Rad.
Oh yeah,
you're-
wooden boys.
My question to you is: are you helping
Voice
them
of Flying
find
Shadow.
them?
Of course,
That's the
my friends are in
only way.
trouble.
That's the only way that they could be able
Ah,
to match
crap.
it, and they need like a natural 12. So yeah, that's the highest one. The others are
Oh,
D10s,
no.
so we'll try. Oh,
Oh.
no, okay, all right. They walk right by you, right, with Rad's
Oh no.
assistance.
Rad got a D. Rad got a 4.
Oh,
Do it, Rad. You can do
okay.
it. Oh. I don't laugh if you got all the way to a 20 with that. That would have been
Butters,
hilarious.
Silverflare, you guys remain hidden as Rad and his escort
Vanish.
of your crew members walk out past you. They like look around, right? And they're like, "Well, I don't see anything." One notices like a trail, right? Like, "Hey, look, there's wagon tracks." However, they're noticing like they're fresh wagon tracks. It looks like they are going that direction, and they seem to be going the same direction that you guys just came from,
I
right?
follow them.
They're following
Like
the
my
tracks
friends.
backwards instead of forwards, right? They're like, did they leave you? They seem a bit
Oh.
confused.
Well, so basically, by what I remember correctly with Rad, was we were heading south, and I turned. So Rad would mention that. Well, no, we came that way. We were heading this way originally. I was following them. You see it? And I pointed at the berry bush where I got distracted. And then I stopped to pick some berries, and they kept on going without me. I lost track of them from there.
I think one of them
Invisibly
like
point out
like
the bush.
yeah. I think he like says like over here, right? They like look around the bush and they're like, well, okay. They're still confused, right? And they're like, well, they've probably left you.
Mm. Rad's slightly heartbroken by that news.
They say, well, if you see them again, make sure that they come here. We're currently looking for them. We're heading home. So
All
we
right.
came to the island to tell them that we're heading back to Equestria, and that they need to get on board before we leave. Our mission here is done.
Oh,
They say that we'll search for them probably tomorrow, and they begin to return back to what appears the tent. And they offer you a place to sleep, Rad. Something that you
Sure.
were offered. They said,
Wait, no, we haven't done the daytime travel yet.
that
This
is
is
true.
like us just waking up.
That is true. This is actually story time. So story time kind of. This was when,
Yeah,
as
this
soon
is-
as you guys woke up, you headed
This is
here,
when we
and
woke
all
up.
this crap happened. Yep.
I'm
Excellent.
still half dead, man.
I'm
am
going
So
with
did
them.
we hear them comment to Rad
Oh,
that they're
yes.
going back in 2 days?
Yeah, they were right next to us.
And I need Butters to roll me a d20.
Troll you a what? Sorry.
D20.
That's a crit.
Yeah, that is a crit. They say it'll be 20 days
Oh snap!
before they depart. You hear that. You overhear that. In 20 days, they will
Do
be
we have
departing.
that amount of
That's
time?
why they're currently looking for you guys.
Do we have that amount of time? We don't.
It's a good roll, by the way. It's a really good roll.
That's a really good roll.
It could have been one. We're leaving today.
Stop spreading the news.
Should I? Should I?
Oh no.
I am going to use a token of darkness. Butters, re-roll that natural 20.
Oh
Yes. In 6 days, we will be departing.
no! We don't have that amount of time.
Excellent. I will mark off the token of darkness.
But we can't get home without them.
In 6 days.
Oh,
In 6 days, we will be leaving and are departing to Equestria. Our job here is done. They return to their tent and welcome
Cut to Silver
arms
having a
of
mild
fire.
panic attack.
I returned with them.
Excellent. We'll come back to you, Rad. Once I think Butters and Silver, right? The camera pans over to Butters and Silver as they discuss
Silver's
what's
having
currently
a
happening.
mild panic attack.
Butters looks at the camp, all of the animals and creatures that he's met. He looks back to the Breezies who are hiding in their home and up to Yephisub. Butters shrugs. He kind of smiles a little bit, and then he just sits back down and looks intently at the tent. He is content to miss that ship and stay on the island. There's nothing waiting for him back in Equestria, but he has a life here now.
Nor for me.
And their mission was complete anyways, so it's a win-win, really.
Yes. Give me princesses, but I cannot return. We stay. We stay here. Make things right. Way
Butters
home
nods.
presents itself. If a way home presents itself to us, that's
Butters
afterwards. Thank
Butters
you, but
puts a hoof up to
Yeah.
Silver in his contemplating, and he taps the automatons, and then he taps his head.
just oh,
He could always build us another boat.
yeah, there's always the opportunity. I forgot. Thanks for the reminder. I feel we should at least say goodbye. But maybe when it's not as dangerous. We could leave a note.
Yeah. Anything else between you two?
We could leave a note for them for when they leave. It feels wrong, though. They helped us do so much. We're just going to leave them?
Butters motions, if you are going to leave, though, leave the emblem with Butter.
I'm not leaving. I'm saying that we should at least say goodbye.
Butters shakes his head no, but he shrugs afterwards.
God, you would play a really good Kenku, by the way. You'd play a really good Kenku.
I have done it before.
I'm not surprised. You play Butters exactly like a Kenku, and I love it.
After a while, Butters looks down at his invisible watch and looks back at the tent.
I'm just seeing what Silver's doing. Silver, are you going to break cover
Yeah,
and
he's
say
been there for
goodbye?
a
What you
while.
going to do here, buddy?
I'm debating on it, but in less dire circumstances would be the best chance to say goodbye, so I will wait.
Okay. The scene cuts back over to Rad, right? And the others. You guys enter into the tent where Blackmail is currently sitting. He says, "Creature, Rad, the dragon, is that you? Why have you come to this island?"
Oh, I was just enjoying the skies when I came across an unfortunate hit to the head. I washed upon the grass. Not honestly, I don't know. Somewhere on the island, but I'm currently looking for my board.
Interesting. Tell me about it.
Well, it's how long the board would have been? What longer than Larad? How tall is a pony stand?
I mean, in real world or what?
in this world, like
It'd be like 3 to 4 feet. They're not very tall.
4. So Raj stayed about 3 or 4 feet. So the board would almost be
At
6
the
to 7
withers.
feet tall.
At the withers, yeah.
Well, the board's around 6 feet, 7 feet tall. It had a giant crystal in the tip of it. Family heirloom of sorts, you could say. I last saw it floated off into the distance after some big creature smoked me in the head.
Indeed. It sounds like one of the rocks.
Oh, I dreamt of the mountains. Apparently that's where my board is right now.
ROC, rock.
Well, I am sorry that you were attacked. Perhaps one of my creatures can achieve it for you.
Well, I'd be mighty appreciated if you could help me. I've been trying to find it the last few days.
Excellent. If I get this board for you, will you leave?
Well, I see no reason why I would stay.
Perfect. Well, the audience and Rad cannot see it, but he does smile. And I think this is where we end that episode, right? Everybody say goodbye to the audience at home.
Goodbye, Rad.
Farewell.
Bye.